What's going on YouTube? YGO 2010 here. Today I'm going to bring you a deck profile of a deck that's going to be coming out this weekend actually. It's called Wind-up Loop. Basically what it does is gets rid of 3 to 4 cards in your opponent's hand first turn, assuming they don't drop Veiler or Maxi, and have your opponent start with way less cards and big exceed monster on your side of the field, either Zenmaighty or Acid Golem or something else of your choice. Starting off the deck, we got 3 of the tour guides. Pretty self-explanatory. You summon that, bring out a level 3, either tour bus or Sangin, and from there, you can do a whole bunch of different stuff. Just beast in the deck. It's too good not to run, in my opinion. Next up, we got 2 tour buses. Tour bus, it helps me change the loop from 3 cards out of hand to 4 cards, because the tour bus, its effect when it's sent to the graveyard, target a monster and put it back in the deck. I put back the Zenmaighty, and that lets me do a 4th card out of their hand, so they start their turn with only 2 cards. So it's pretty good. Sangin, he searches out virtually everything in the deck except the soldier. Except Hunter, and Zenmaighty brings that out. So virtually everything in the deck is a Sangin target. Next up is 3 Wind-up Rat, the first part of the loop of the deck. When he's changed from attack to you select Wind-up Engrave and switch him from attack to defense and special to in defense mode. He's what brings back Hunter to get rid of the cards in the opponent's hand. And Hunter, you tribute a face-up wind-up except Hunter and send a random card from the opponent's hand to the grave. He's what gets everything moving. Next up is Triple Gillosaurus. First turn, he's he's a boss first turn, because your opponent has no graveyard most likely first turn unless they drop something, and it's just a free special summon. And then we got Spell Strikers, easy special summon, because as you see there are a lot of spells in the deck. G-Nex Ally Birdman, he helps to recycle a good bit of stuff in the deck. Like if I go tour guide into something, I can return the target back and special Birdman and either exceed or synchro from that point. He also works good with Warwolf. After I special summoned it, I can return Warwolf back to hand, special Birdman, then special Warwolf back. I run 2 Warwolves. Junk Forward, another good first turn monster. His effect, if I control no monsters, I can special it from the hand, and he doesn't have that condition like TG Striker or Cyber Dragon, where my opponent has to have monsters. So first turn, or really any turn where I have no monsters, he's pretty good. And TG Striker, he serves 2 main purposes in the deck for me. He helps with synchroing into the Catastor, because I've had plenty of times where I've had to synchro instead of try to exceed. And he also is a deck thinner. I sometimes end up setting him, as a bluff or something, and he adds Warwolf to hand, and also when Warwolf is destroyed, he gets added to hand, so it's kind of back and forth with the deck thinning thing. Next up for spells, we got Reinforcement of the Army. Searches out a good bit of the deck. I think 7 cards. He searches out Strikers, Junk Forward, and Spell Striker. And with Spell Striker, it's an instant special summon. I play Rhoda, remove it from play, then special out the Spell Striker. Fossil Digs, I'm only running at 2, because the third one has been a dead draw more than anything, because it's been plenty of games where I've drawn the 3rd Gillosaurus and that 3rd Fossil Dig has not done anything. It wasn't even a good bluff. Other spells, we got Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, Double MST, Foolish Burial, Monster Reborn, Pot of Avarice, to start the loop back up, or just put back stuff in the extra that I need. Triple Instant Fusion. Right now I only have 2 targets for the Instant Fusion, but I have 3 in there just to make sure I can get it easier. And Allure of Darkness. I don't run any traps in here because you don't really need traps in this deck. It focuses on one main goal, and with the speed of the special summonings, I feel like traps would kind of, you know, mess up the consistency of it. And for the extra deck, this is version 1, so extra deck is definitely going to change. I'm going to try to fit in a second Acid Golem and a Naturia Beast. Right now we got 3 Zenmaighties, 2 Zenmaines, Leviair the Sea Dragon, Giga Brilliant, Leviathan Dragon, Acid Golem, Catastor, Brionic, Black Rose Dragon, Trishula, and double Fusionist. Fusionist, you know, I feel like it's probably the best target if I'm gonna put in Naturia Beast, because I can go Striker, Instant Fusion, and a whole bunch of other different stuff from that point. So it's pretty decent. And now for the loop. What you do is you bring out, I'll just go the easiest way that I do. I summon Tour Guide from the Underworld, special summon Tour Bus. Then I'll activate Tech Guinness Warwolf's effect and special summon it. So you got 3 monsters. Then you exceed Tour Bus and Tour Guide, and you make Zenmaighty. Zenmaighty's effect is once per turn, detach and exceed material and special a wind up from your hand or deck. And I don't really use the second effect, so you can read it if you want. So I would detach Tour Guide and special Hunter from the deck. Then I'll activate Hunter's effect to tribute another wind up and send a card from the opponent's hand to the grave. And I'll send their card by tributing Zenmaighty. And since Tour Bus was a exceed material, I'll add Zenmaighty back. And then I'll exceed the Hunter and the Warwolf I special summon into that same Zenmaighty, detach Hunter this time, and special out Wind Up Rat in attack mode. And it has to be attack mode, otherwise the loop won't work. And you activate Rat's effect, you select Hunter, put Rat in defense mode, and special Hunter back. Then you activate Hunter's effect, tribute off the Zenmaighty you just made, and send another card from their hand. Then you exceed Rat and Hunter to make your second Zenmaighty, and you detach the Hunter, special another Rat from the deck, put Rat in defense mode, special summon Hunter, tribute off the second Zenmaighty, and send a card from their hand. Then you exceed into your last and third Zenmaighty. You detach Hunter, special your third and last Rat from the deck, and you special out Hunter, tribute off your last Zenmaighty for 4 cards out of their hand gone. And you can either go into Acid Golem or Zen Mines. I prefer Zen Mines because it's a good, you know, defensive card depending on what they might have had in hand. So first turn, it took 2 cards out of your hand to get rid of 4 and end with a Zen Mines on the field in defense mode. So deck seems pretty alright. It just 3 main cards will shut the deck down, definitely. Effect Veiler, Max C, and Dimensional Fissure / Macros Cosmos. So just watch out for that if you ever want to try to play the deck. But I like it. It's pretty decent competitively. I've played a few games with it. Just try it out for yourself. Let me know what you guys think of it. Alright, YGO out.